All right, and we're live. Cool. Welcome everyone to the second edition of our Open Web Sandbox party. And as a part of our Open Web Sandbox agenda, we're throwing those parties on a monthly basis. We're throwing this on a monthly basis, and near core team guests and everyone from the community are invited to pitch projects they're working on and also their most recent updates. So this edition is also featured under the rainbow theme for a reason, because today we would like to shed some light on the whys and the hows of the near rainbow bridge adoption. And also from there, we're going to have our community members slash sandboxers, in some cases, to share their most cutting-edge community highlights happened since the last party in June. And here I would like to give the word to my co-lead, Rebecca, to introduce herself and our first guest speaker.
Hello. Hope everyone's doing well today. As Sophia mentioned, welcome to our second edition. We're very excited. So I am co-lead of the Open Web Sandbox with Sophia, and I'm also a member of the Near Core team. I work on a little something called Community OS. If you haven't heard of it before, that's fine. I'm going to drop a link soon so that you can find out more about it. And today we are so delighted to have with us a developer who knows everything there is to know about the near Rainbow Bridge, Marcelo. So we'll pass it over to you to get us going. And maybe I'm just looking at the time, and we're actually like a little bit early. Maybe I'm trying to see if folks have made their way in just yet. So if you're here, tell us in the chat that you're ready and you're excited and you want to hear Marcelo talk about the Rainbow Bridge, because I mean, it's something we should all be always looking forward to hearing more about. Yes. Wow. Hello. We have folks filing in. So hi, welcome. We're getting started. We're prompt. We're early. We're even better than prompt. This is how we like to run it. So let's kick off the second edition of the Open Web Sandbox party with hellos and hellos. Keep those coming in as you appear. That's marvelous. And we're going to pass it off to Marcelo, as mentioned. So Marcelo, please introduce yourself. Tell us about the Near Rainbow Bridge.
Hi, thank you, Rebecca and Sophia. Thank you for having me here in this space. I'm Marcelo. I'm a core engineer at Aurora. I was previously working at Near, and right now I'm engineer in Aurora, focused mainly on the Rainbow Bridge. And today I just want to do some technical update about how the Rainbow Bridge works. Well, I'll be hanging out here later after the talk. So if any of you want to know anything else about the bridge, just please ask me later or in the chat. So let's kick it off. I'll present my screen now. Okay. And I think, not sure. I think we should be good.
You are, yes. Yeah,
Perfect.
Looks marvelous.
Perfect. Okay, so I want you to talk about the Rainbow Bridge, a trustless bridge between Near and Ethereum. So this will be a quick talk about how the bridge works, why is it trustless, and some aspects of it. Well, first of all, what is it a bridge and why do we need them? Basically, each blockchain works as a sandbox environment where you can run smart contracts or dApps, but they can only interact within their own environment. And by that, I mean that they can only interact with what exists inside the blockchain. For that, we have developed some interesting tool like oracles to introduce some external elements. And now the bridge tries to solve the issue about communicating two different sandboxes. And by this, I mean to communicate two different bridges. So right now, the bridge I will be talking about will be the Rainbow Bridge, which basically connects Near protocol and Ethereum. How bridges usually works is that there is either like when you want to make a transfer about anything, let's focus on something simple like RC20 tokens from Ethereum to another blockchain. what you usually do is that you lock your tokens in some scroll contract, and then there is this entity, which usually is either one entity or a set of participants that syncs the event that these tokens are actually locked, and then you can mint it back on the target blockchain because you have this message already signed by these relayers. Okay, we will be referring to them as bridge validators. This architecture has some drawbacks. Well, first is that you need to, like, for the whole transfer to work, you'll need to trust validators in the source chain. In this case, it will be Ethereum in the target chain. Well, it can be any chain like Near, but you also need to trust in the set of participants who are signing this message. They have like the power of either signing malicious message or censoring some message that go through the bridge. So we want, with the Rainbow Bridge, we want to remove this entity, the entity that it's responsible for signing the message that will allow sending tokens from one blockchain to the other. Okay, so let's see how this is solved in the Rainbow Bridge. So this is a high-level overview of all the components of the bridge. I'll go quickly through each of them about what is their role and how do they work together to make this a trustless bridge between Near and Ethereum. So first of all, and this is probably the most nicer idea here, is that we have implemented a light client, an Ethereum-like client, completely inside a Near smart contract. And by that, we mean that we have this program running as a smart contract that verifies every block from Ethereum that it's actually a valid block. Okay, so with this, we can know that no invalid block can be posted, and also in each of these blocks, it's only the header of the block. It's a small piece, but it contains all the relevant information for it to be validated. Most importantly, it contains like the hash of several Merkle trees, whatever that means, and that will allow you to verify anything that happens on Ethereum blockchain. So Near blockchain is cheap enough to allow that we can run a full, not full, like an Ethereum-like client on Near, and we can actually verify this later. And on the other hand, we also implemented a Near-like client on Ethereum that plays the same role, like a symmetric role of the Ethereum-like client on Near. But in this case, like Near produces block once every second, so it's unrealistic to actually publish each block to Ethereum. The fact is that Near-like client only needs to work, it only needs one block every epoch, which is roughly 12 hours. So only one block every 12 hours needs to be published in order for it to work, for the light client to make progress and to be able to verify the full chain that it's actually valid, and to verify every event that happened on the chain. Okay, so there is a caveat here about the Near-like client, and it's because Near use the type of cryptographic signature that Near use. It's Edward signatures, and in Ethereum these are not available as a precompile, and actually executing, like verifying one single signature, is very expensive. So we cannot verify the signature of every validator when we submit a block, not because only it's too expensive, but also because it doesn't fit in a single transaction, in a single Ethereum block, the amount of computation that is required. And because of this, the bridge is built in an optimistic way. Basically, this means that we publish the block and it goes through a challenging period of 4 hours. During this 4 hours, the block is not considered final. And during this period, everyone can challenge the block. If the block is invalid, at least either the content of the block is invalid, which can be verified easily, or at least one signature is not valid. And if that is the case, we can actually verify one signature, a single signature in a transaction, so we can slash the relayer and revert that block. So basically, this provides us, like having an Ethereum-like client on Near and a Near-like client on Ethereum, provide us full knowledge about how what's happening on each blockchain. Like you don't have all the knowledge, but you can prove whatever happens on the other blockchain. So let's see how can we use this in order to actually build the applications that transfer tokens. So first of all, we have these services, which we call the relayers and the watchdog, that makes the bridge working at all time. Basically, the function of the relayer is moving blocks from one blockchain to the other. In the case of the near to Ethereum relayer, basically it fetches one block every epoch, and it submits it to Ethereum, and then it goes through this challenging period that I was mentioning before. And for the Ethereum to near case, it gets every block, like every 15 seconds, roughly. It takes every Ethereum block and submits it to near blockchain, which is validated immediately. Okay, because Ethereum is a proof of work chain, there is no sense of finality. So basically, we use the soft concept of finality, where after, let's say, 20 blocks, it depends on how important is your transaction. After 20 blocks, we can say that it's very hard to revert a single a block without being under like an attack with a lot of hash power. Okay, so the watchdog, then there is the role of the watchdog, which basically is the challenger of the near to Ethereum relayer, which is verifying all the blocks that are being submitted, and in case there is any issue with it, it challenges the relayer and reverts this block. All these services are public available. They are right now run by Aurora team, by Aurora, but they're public available on GitHub, and anyone can run each of these services just to increase the trustlessness in this in all this setup. And there are like soft incentives that make you to run each of these services. Okay, so then we have the prover, and the prover is just a smart contract that allows to prove anything that happens in the other blockchain by just verifying the Merkle root, the Merkle path, that it receives an event, a Merkle path. It verifies this is correct, and then with the client, it verifies that the root matches with the expected root, so we can be sure that the event happened in the other chain. So applications are supposed to be built on top of this prover. They should consume the prover API as an oracle about what's happening in the other chain. And that brings us to the connector, which is probably what the user is mostly touching. Like the user usually is not touching the light client or the prover, but the connectors itself. And the connector are the application that allows us to send any type of information between either blockchain. So in this case, we have already built connector to transfer RC20s from Ethereum to Near, to transfer ETH from Ethereum to Near, and to transfer Near from Near to Ethereum. Any connector can be built by the community, and we actually encourage them to do it. The RC 721, basically the NFT standard in Ethereum, a connector is being built as we are talking to transfer NFTs from Ethereum to Near. In this case, for example, in the case of the RC20 connector, in Near we have RC20 is the fungible token standard in Ethereum. In Near we have the NEP 141 standard for fungible token. So there is so any token that is breached, any RC20 token that is breached from Ethereum to Near, it's minted in Near as an NEP 141, and they can be sent back, or they can be used inside a Near ecosystem, like in applications like Refinance or Meanbase or any other application that exists now on Near or will exist in the future. So this was a very quick overview about how the bridge works. You notice that even if we have these services, for the bridge to work, anyone can run these services, and it's fully trustless in the sense that there is no single entity that needs to be trusted other than the software engineers that implemented correctly the bridge. Okay, so here are some practical aspects about the bridge. Well, it was launched in mainnet on March 15th of this year. The bridge has no intrinsic fees, and by that I mean that the bridge doesn't charge any extra fee to the user other than the base fee that the blockchain actually charge. So basically, no other fees is collected here, except the gas that needs to be paid for executing a transaction on either of those blockchain. And in general, it's mostly about fee that it charged on Ethereum, because the fee in Near is order of magnitude less. Right now, the volume that have passed through the bridge is larger than 5 million, which is pretty exciting, and we expect this number to be increasing with usage of more applications in Near ecosystem. As I was mentioning before, the code of the bridge was audited in middle of 2020, but it has evolved from that point, and it's undergoing a new audit right now that should end by the end of this quarter, maybe third quarter of this year. Okay, so a little bit about the cost of using the bridge. If you want to send a transaction, either ETH or RC20 or Near from Ethereum to Near, the cost of this transaction is about 40K gas. We speak in gas terms here because gas price fluctuates a lot on Ethereum depending on the demand. But just to give you an idea, 40K is about the same amount it's required to make an proof and send using a regular RC20, an RC20 transfer in Ethereum today. On the other hand, there is a cost about actually minting that on Near, but the cost is order of magnitude less than what you will spend on this transaction on Ethereum. So the cost from sending from Near to Ethereum is the same. It's almost negligible in Near, but in Ethereum it's around 300K, 330K, and it's because the full proof needs to be submitted to actually unlock the tokens back. So it's actually way more expensive. And unfortunately, as the next point points out, a transaction from Near to Ethereum takes from 4 hours to 8 hours. Let me tell you why is that the reason. From Ethereum to Near, it takes about 5 minutes, because the Ethereum-like client on Near blockchain is a realistic client, meaning that every block is immediately validated, so it can be trusted. And it's not immediately trusted because there is no finality in Ethereum, so we wait at least 20 blocks until we consider a block final. And this waiting about 20 blocks is what takes 5 minutes. But from Near to Ethereum, because the client is optimistic, it doesn't verify the signatures immediately. When the block is relayed to Ethereum, it needs to go through this 4 hours challenging period. And depending on when the transaction is submitted, it can take up to 8 hours before the transaction is actually provable on Ethereum side. So that's the reason it takes so much time to do these transactions. In particular, for fungible token transactions, we have a solution to fix this, and it's about creating liquidity providers in the other end, Ethereum end, that automatically finish the transaction for the user, and then 8 hours later it collects the result of the transfer, maybe charging a fee, but it effectively removes this period. But this will not work in general with any type of data. So as I was mentioning before, we have the NFT connector under review. So when this is done, all NFTs from Ethereum can be sent to Near and can be used here in a cheap and usable blockchain, and they can be sent back as well. And we have also ongoing work to allow not only to prove receipts, but also to prove state and to prove transactions that happen on Ethereum blockchain. Here is a link of a nice dashboard made by Vadim, a member of NEAR, which shows like the traffic of the Rainbow Bridge using the analytics backend. So yeah, this is mostly it. I skip a lot of technical details, but please, I'll be hanging around after the event. So if you have any question that I can help you with, just let me know, and I'll be happy to answer it to you.
Thank you, Marcelo, so much. This is so important to emphasize once again how crucial actually it is for people to know what Rainbow Bridge is. And I absolutely love the presentation. It was very clear to me. And again, as a reminder, whoever has questions, you can join the table after the party to ask more questions, or if you need more clarifications, we're available for that as well. Thank you once again. The next person on the deck is Shreyas from the community team. So I'm going to invite you to the stage. There we go. Perfect.
Yeah, let me just share my screen real quick. Okay, hope you all can see my screen.
We can.
Sounds good. I get thumbs up, so I'm guessing this is good. So yeah, thanks for having me here. Super excited to be joining this party, and yeah, excited to meet everyone after this. So who am I? I run the Guilds initiative at NEAR. We have a lot in store. We've been working on this for quite a long time now. So if you don't know about the Guilds initiative, this is truly on us. But if you do know about the Guilds initiative, we're excited to share more about the stuff that we're doing and a couple of things that we have in the plan. So I wanted to share this with you all. And this is important because you might have run into these people across the community. You might have interfaced with them at some point, but this is the entire marketing and community team. This is still growing. I'm hoping this is the updated version as of last week, but we're still hiring for a bunch of these roles. So if you are, looking to join us, go check out the careers page. But just wanted to emphasize how important these people are in terms of all the interactions that you have on the community and really making sure that all of this is happening. So who are we? We are the community team, and what are we here for? I feel like that meme right now. But we as a community team here are here for, the whole purpose is to create and evolve the space for the emergence of self-reliant and empowered communities. So it's really us being here as the sort of support system, if you may, giving you the resources, funding, mentorship, connections from across the ecosystem to really help you all, right? So we're just in the sidelines making all of this happen for you all. So back to the Guilds program. What are Guilds? To me, Guilds are really powerful communities that function as thrusters that sort of supercharge and launch individuals and projects within the ecosystem, right? And I feel like this is important because as an individual, right, you come into this community, you have a shared sense of vision, mission, purpose, values. You find people that are like you. You find people that are interested in the same things as you, to join in and talk about and nerd about the same things. For a project, what this means is you come into the NEAR ecosystem and have a network of communities that you can truly rely upon, which is just come in with an idea, go to the social media guild, get your Twitter account set up, go to the Ink4 guild, get your product built out, go to the Silicon Craftsman guild, get your product tested out, all these amazing things, and obviously come to the Sandbox and do amazing parties and really get contributors for your project. What are our key focus areas? So guild success and satisfaction is truly something that we really want to nailed down, right? So you might have seen, if you're a guild, you might have seen surveys go out. We'd really appreciate it if you all fill out those surveys, because those are super valuable for us to get insights into what's working, what's not working, all of those things, and to ensure that you're becoming successful, really. On the ecosystem and value generation, we want to empower you to empower others, right? The whole empowerment cycle, if you will, to help projects in this ecosystem really succeed. And that's where the guilds are super important. Simplifying decentralizing funding. So we've historically had some troubles in terms of distributing funding, but the whole idea is to really simplify this and make it really easy for you all to apply for funding and get funded for your amazing ideas. So if you have any ideas on that, if you have any challenges, please reach out to us. Sharing stories of guilds and individuals using Near. I think this one is super important for us to be doing as a community, because there's so much stuff happening out there, right? One of the perks of being like a decentralized community is that it's really up to the community on how they use it. And we've been seeing a lot of interesting things from around the world. The latest example being Ukraine and the stuff that's happening there. We have a small micro economy of people using and interacting in Near. And so we'd love to share and amplify stories like this and many more. And lastly, but not the least, supporting the creation of new guilds. So if you have an idea for a guild, do reach out to us. If you don't see that in the ecosystem, do reach out to us, and we'd love to help you set up. If you live in an area or a geography and want to get a community going on in your local ecosystem, again, do reach out to us. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's my email. Feel free to reach out to me or anyone on the guilds team that you've seen here. But yeah, any questions, I'm around to answer them all through the party.
Thank you, Shreyas. That was very handy. We see a lot of interest in guilds and new people coming in and new leaders. So that's amazing to have that brief summary, like why it is important. And also it's super nice to see all the support from the nearest side, of course, as well. So thanks for that. It's been nice to have those updates. Thank you. The next one on our deck is AVB from Silicon Craftsman. I know that it is late in your region, so thank you very much for making it here. And I'm gonna invite you to the stage right now. There we go.
And camera. There we go. How's it going, friends? Yeah, it is a little bit late, but that's okay. I've had my 4th power nap and we're ready to go. So my name is Alejandro. I'm leading the Silicon Craftsman Guild, which is a product and user experience guild. So basically everything that Shreyas just mentioned, in practice. So we're one of the community initiatives that are there to bring some product thinking into Near, and we're running a bunch of different initiatives. Coincidentally, we just recorded a podcast with Shreyas like 4 hours ago. And it was actually really nice to get to know Shreyas, as a person, lots of information there. I also learned from this presentation, I realized I didn't actually know your role before the interview. So it's going to be a great podcast, very genuine, I guess. We also have a few other initiatives that are going to be really good for the broader community to get involved. There's a lot of user testing and a lot of protocols that are requesting that early feedback and even some rewards there. We're also looking at doing everything from design workshop sprints with different projects. So a lot of opportunities for people in the ecosystem to get involved. The beauty about product and design is that it really does appeal to everyone as a user. And there's a lot of scope for creative problem solvers or for people looking for ways to get involved in unconventional ways. So really excited to be collaborating really closely with OWS, because I think we're going to have largely the same users, at least initially. And yeah, really happy to answer any questions if anyone wants to get involved. I've got a few people on my short list of people for the podcast as well. So you'll be hearing from me soon. And yeah, I think that's a nice update of what we have so far.
Beautiful. Thanks a lot. That's nice. It's always nice to hear from what's happening on your side. So we'll also stay in touch with the podcast, because there's been something on the agenda, but maybe for the later news. Thank you, AVB. Thanks.
Too easy.
All right, so the next person to share the updates would be Ricky from Paras. So you're already here. Hi, hello. I think you're muted, so you have to unmute yourself if you want to be voiceable. Yeah, I cannot.
All right.
Yeah.
Am I sharing my screen right? So yeah. So
Yeah.
just a quick quick introduction. I'm Ricky. I'm the founder of Paras. So Paras is an MC marketplace on here. We are focused on car collectibles. So one thing that I want to talk here, like tonight, is especially is about our new projects. It is about our first original comics. So that's why I hope you guys could help up fill in the form that I just shared you earlier. And it's gonna be, first of its kind, I guess, the crypto comic. So it's gonna be an original story, original characters. As you can see, it's gonna be it's gonna be like the characters in our story. So it's gonna be a very new thing that we try to experiment within the Paras ecosystem. So yeah, happy to see to hear more about your thoughts about about these projects, about Paras as a whole, or like about our new project like comics, games, or anything. And actually one of the things we are having like a grants, I guess. So if you guys have friends or like coworkers, I guess, that want to build on Near or on Paras, we have up to $25,000 for you to work on your projects. And it could be games, it could be comics, it could be novels, it could be anything else. As long as it uses NFTs. And yeah, I think that's it.
Alrighty, that was quick and succinct. Thank you very much. I loved it. Thanks for coming today. And I hope you enjoyed the rest of the party as well. Thanks, Ricky. All right, the next person on deck is going to be Chloe from Swine Guild. I don't think you're on stage yet. You can also raise your hand if you hear me right now. That would speed up the process. Don't see you here. All right, maybe we can then go to Kevin instead of that, who is going to present Sankora Guild, which just launched a couple of last week, actually. So I'm going to invite you to the stage. Hope it's going to be working. There we go.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Hi, Kevin. What's up with you?
How's it going? I'm new to Air Meet, so do bear with me. Can you hear me though?
Yes, we can.
Awesome, beautiful. Okay, now I just have to figure out how to share my screen.
So usually at the bottom of your screen, you have multiple options, and there is like this little arrow to present to audience.
Okay, I saw it. I just clicked on it. I'm not sure if you can see anything right now.
Not yet.
Okay.
There we go. Yeah, it's working. Perfect.
It's on its way. I can't see anything. Can you see this?
Yeah. You see your screen.
Okay, let me see if I can make it larger. If not, we'll just do it this way. Can you see this?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Is it clear enough? Okay, cool. All right. Well, first of all, thank you so much for inviting me. I'm super pumped to kind of join the community, to kind of see what everything's going on. It's definitely a learning curve, but we're super excited. So yeah, welcome to Sankora 2.0. It's basically a African-focused blockchain development hub in Nairobi. And the name was just named after the oldest university on the continent of Africa, which was in Timbuktu. And actually, this is a picture of the university. And so, yeah, this is kind of like the name that I named the guild after. So just kind of provide a little bit of a roadmap. And also this presentation is a presentation that I also gave to the Wave launch. I'm not going to go as extensive, but at least concise enough for you guys to have an idea on what we do. So yeah, so our goal really is to integrate, but actually just established near presence in Nairobi. And we're going to do this through integrating the new blockchain into projects and solutions conceived by developers in Kenya. And at the same time, we're just assist and support and recruit and market as well crypto economy in Kenya, use cases, etc. Just kind of like provide content on that as well. So the vision that we kind of think for Kenya is to sort of start as a city node in Nairobi. I think there's a lot of awesome crypto hubs already emerging in Nairobi. It's definitely like one of the biggest, I guess, players in terms of crypto use cases, and at least the discussion of that, especially with the vibrant youth that is ongoing. And the reason why we want to do that is that we still believe that there's a lot of solutions that can be actually solved with crypto technologies, and there's so much to be done. And so yeah, and I think it allows for a lot of awesome opportunities and massive potential. And I think Kenya is a really cool place because we've recorded actually as being in the top 5 in the 2020 Global Crypto Adoption Index. And in terms of even regulations, one of the friendliest and most progressive regulators in the industry as well. And I think larger for even Africa, we've noticed actually that GitHub recorded 40% more open source repositories in Africa. And even Bitcoin searches in Lagos, Nigeria, has skyrocketed despite the bans that they've, or at least the banking ban that the government has placed. The volume is still really big. So to kind of briefly go through our core activities, so we're planning. So the main goal really is to have, again, the blockchain, the near blockchain integrated into basically projects and solutions that are built in Kenya. And the way we're going to do that is to kind of, we'll speak about it, right? We're going to produce content about that's pretty much what's going on the ground, outreach as well to universities and crypto hubs, and then also try to start a conversation about policies or frameworks that Web3 infrastructure should have. And this is a bit of kind of an outline, and we're still really crafting this out as we go to kind of know really what the playbook is for a city node implementation in East Africa. But the really cool thing is that once this works, it'll give Sankara 2.0 like an amazing position to kind of help out other guilds implement their own city nodes across the continent, which is really, really cool. So basically, like I mentioned, Web3 content, we're planning to produce videos, articles, and again, this is all of these objectives, or at least activities, are centered towards this very same goal, is to implement near ecosystem and near blockchain into Kenya. So we're going to reach out to crypto hubs. We're going to reach out to universities. We're actually thinking about creating university ambassadors to help us identify talented entrepreneurs and developers that are willing to join the near ecosystem, and also discuss and we'll figure out how this really relates again to the main objective for the policies suggestions. But we definitely want to be part of that conversation because we're in here for the long run, and we want these projects that we're going to be incubating successful and sustainable. And for that, we need frameworks that allow for that to happen. And especially in Africa, in terms of crypto, there's a lot of, conversation that needs to start about Web3 infrastructure. And Sankara 2.0 will also be part of that. And so, yeah, to kind of finish up really the roadmap now is for September to kind of set up a home. We can already be reached out and talk with ongoing projects that are on the ground. We have also a partnership with BitHub Africa. It's actually a school that one of my friends is running, and he's planning to train up to 2,000 fully fledged crypto developers. And so that is a talent pool. And these are young people that are literally in their bedroom creating and like developing these amazing applications. And we're trying to incentivize them to build them on Near as well. to join the community. And also in November, that's where we're going to start discussing about our outreach plans to universities and VCs, to again, to kind of incentivize what NEAR is doing and to see how we can collaborate. So this is me, Kevin Imani. On Telegram, my name is also Mazi. My background is I started an affiliate marketing company with my dad, actually. I was teaching copywriting courses to African entrepreneurs, which I really, really enjoyed. And it kind of taught me a lot about, like, I guess some of the barriers that African entrepreneurs have in building their own business online. I also graduated from Oxford. I did African studies, and I've also worked at the European Commission. And this is one of our partners and advisor, John Karanja. He's the CEO and founder of Melanin Solar, and he's been in the blockchain space for the last 7 years, and is also a graduate from Oxford. So yeah, this is us. So if you're feeling like you could, if you want to kind of join the community, I would definitely invite you to come and check us out. Our website, sankara2.com. Telegram is Mazin Hwadi, and our Twitter, we're just kind of posting activities, and you can keep in touch of what we do. All right, that's it for me.
Kevin, I'm absolutely delighted to have you here. I know that you've been preparing for this since of already quite some good time. I'm absolutely excited to see what you and your guild is doing. And I also know that you're being busy with content creation. So if you need any help or any advice or any kind of collaborations, feel free to come to Sandbox. You're always welcome there, but you know that already, right?
Thanks so much. I appreciate that. Thank you for having me. Cool.
And we keep in touch. Thank you.
Absolutely. Cool.
Alrighty, so the next person to talk is Edgar, who invite to the stage. All right, so this will be not Edgar, but Carl. So
I can just go quickly if that's
all
all
right.
right.
Yeah, sure. If you want, yeah, of course.
I'll just go quickly, heading up on a road trip, so in the car. But I'm here. Shreyas gave a great presentation about the Guilds program, and so you might have seen my face on the slide there. I am on the community squad, the adoption specialist, but I am here today to talk about the Marma JA Foundation. We have started a guild in the community, so if you'd like more information, I'll just drop our website. Please feel free to join in. We're here to support creatives in the Web3 space. Right now, we're a global community, but we're hoping to really focus on supporting creatives in Antigua and Barbuda. And so we have a lot of different things going on. You can drop into our Telegram chat if you find interest, and learn more about what we're doing. So honestly, drop in the Telegram, say hi. Our pinned message has everything you need to know, and we'd love to see more people there. So far, this party's been great. Love seeing so many people getting excited. So I'm gonna head off, but love to see it. See you, everyone.
Thanks for the update. Thank you. That was nice. So the next person on the deck on my list is going to be Didier presenting. So let me just quickly invite you to the stage. I hope that works.
Join stage.
Yes. Wonderful. Hello there.
Hey, how are you?
All good, all good. What's up with you?
Yeah, good. Just sharing the screen. Hang on. Can you see my screen?
Yep, it's working perfectly.
Excellent. Well, guys, first, I'm super excited to be here. And first, I would like to introduce myself. So my name is Didier. I've been in the crypto space for the last 4 years, and I've been around the NEAR ecosystem for the last 6 months. But I would say that I've been only active for the last month. And by active, I mean spending time like every day within the ecosystem and the protocol. I'm also one of the mentors of the NEAR Blockchain Accelerator program, helping the startups to build DeFi solutions on top of NEAR. I'm one of the community board members of Ref Finance, which is, as you all know, the first automated market maker built on top of NEAR. I'm also running Sweeteki, which is like a lab that helps family offices, hedge funds to navigate the crypto space. And before that, I used to work for the Barclays and Techstars FinTech Accelerator program in London. And before that, I spent 6 years working for PwC. So here I am, and I would like to talk about Sodaki, which is a very minimal data analytics web app built on top of Ref Finance. And the goal is to give to the users actually what's happening, some insights about what's happening behind the scene, like the total value locked of the protocol, which is a key metric around the DeFi space, but also how many pools do we have, what are the active trading pairs, what's the stable coins locked on the protocol, and so on. And what I was very lucky to meet Jordan last week, and we had a great chat about data and analytics around the space. So he took me through Sputnik DAO statistics, for instance, the ecosystem metrics also, and I just think that's a key area as a community we should focus on, because as the protocol grows, we need to give people an appetite of that by giving them facts and data. So yes, and finally, my goal here is so I know like a few names within the in the thread, but my goal here is to connect with you guys and to be more and more involved with the community in general.
That has been a lovely presentation as well. Thank you very much. So next one is going to be Jordan, who is already on stage, I think. Jordan, are you with us? There you should be. All right, while we're waiting a response from Jordan, maybe we can go to the other person on the list, which was Carl. Carl, are you ready to talk now?
For sure. Hi.
Beautiful.
My name's Carl. I'm involved in, have been involved in NEARS for about 6 months now, following various different projects, participated in the hackathon, and I'm now starting to work more closely with Open Web Sandbox. And we've been developing a new idea that I'd like to present to you today called the Taskathon. I'm just going to share it now. Can you see that?
Not yet. So there is this little arrow that you can click on to present to audience, and it should share your screen.
Okay.
I hear a lot of clicks. Is that you can also just talk about it if you'd like to without the presentation. If this is
sure. I seem to be having a few problems with sharing the screen, so I'll carry on trying to explain a little bit more about what we're talking about doing. Basically, the Taskathon is a very quick hackathon. The idea is that we're going to get people to explore the NEAR ecosystem and learn about projects running on NEAR, and basically complete and get involved and complete small tasks to earn bounties and rewards. Basically, route mapping, and exploring around the different dApps and projects that are running on the near ecosystem. What we're proposing to do is run it on AirMeet and try and create a live event. So that we will certainly be running some of the events as a live limited time event, and some of the tasks will be over a week from one AMA to the next. Is the idea at the moment. What would be needed is for each participant to have a Discord, Telegram, Near Forum, and Near Wallet, which basically gives them the Explorer pack to set them, the Explorer kit to set them off on their taskathon. Each taskathon will have a theme. For example, NFT would be one theme, and we would be exploring activities and exploring the infrastructure of Paras and Mintbase. We might do a DeFi one where you're exploring Ref Finance and some of the financial dApps and projects that are going on the Near platform, and also DAOs. We're very interested in helping people onboard onto DAOs, understand the functionality of DAOs.
Carl, I just shared my screen. Let me know if you can see it, because that would be easier in that case. Can you see it right now?
Perfect. Yes, let's do that.
There you go.
Okay. So if we can move forward one more slide, or two more slides rather. I've covered the cross-platform aspects and the themes. Basically, what we're hoping to do is to make the tasks exciting, dynamic, and something which people can really feel that they're participating in real time. It's quite a big challenge. We're quite a steep learning curve, learning the technology that we've got available. But I feel that it's something that it's not actually going on at the moment, and it's an opportunity for, once people get properly prepared, they will find that the tasks are fairly easy to take part in. In this particular case, the new idea I've had at the moment is maybe that if we focus on using AirMeet, which I think is a great platform for the presentations, that we can use the pre-event tables to help people step through various stages in preparation. It won't take much, but if people haven't got a Discord or a Telegram, or don't know how to get registered in Near Forum, or don't even have a wallet, there should be a pre-event area for people to get set up, ready to go. If you can imagine, it's almost like an online treasure hunt for people to go whizzing off in their cars around the internet, and then come back to the AirMeet platform to say we've finished and we've done all the tasks you've set us, and have a sort of a time and a bit of fun with it, with doing the tasks. Next one, Sophie.
Was it this one or what?
Yeah, this one. This is to try and give an example of a taskathon, where we focused as the theme on DAOs. So basically, they're quite simple activities, but if you haven't done it, it's all new to you. So to visit the Sputnik Fund website, search for the Sandcastle DAO, use your wallet to post a request to be a council member, and then that's one task. And then the next task is to vote on a proposal. We have a little idea for a sandcastle building competition, which I'm going to keep under wraps until another moment. But it's a very simple and fun little activity for council members to participate in. Will only be open to council members. And task 3 will be basically voting by the council members on who wins the competition. Or basically trying to leverage as much of the functionality of the Sputnik DAOs that's available at the moment. And obviously, as this taskathon concept evolves, we will be able to leverage other new facilities that will come, another new functionality that will be available. Next. That's pretty much a very quick and rough presentation of what the taskathon concept is involved in. I'd very much like to use this opportunity to ask you, anyone that's interested in helping develop, maybe has ideas for tasks, to join me on the table after the monthly party to discuss ideas further.
Perfect. So that was basically the brief introduction to our Taskathon. Thank you, Carl, very much. Just another maybe another new thing is that Carl, a new Sandbox moderator as of recently, and he's going to be helping us to run those Taskathons that in the future also have a huge potential to be connected to actual hackathons. And we're actively working on making this live pretty much. Thank you, Carl.
Thank you.
So the next update is going to follow from Edgar. I added you and I see that it's working finally. There we go. Can you hear us?
I can hear you. I can see you, but present share screen. Oh, yeah, now I'm getting it. Yeah, sorry, maybe for being late. I took a nap because I thought that maybe in half an hour you're gonna start. Yeah, maybe like in 10 minutes, so you're gonna start all of this.
No worries. That's always a good idea, so that's always good.
Yeah, to say it was an amazing map. Just so yeah, at the moment, at this coming moment, I'm working on the same Near Stars Guild. I'm feeling like it's going further at the moment. Yeah, in past weeks, I felt that somewhere stuck. But yeah, like the main idea is to bring Near protocol to the masses. You know, like there are like several ways. As I see, like the best way is to promote it using like influencers. Yeah, we have like lists with YouTubers like that talk a lot about crypto, so we can use them, and using their voices, they can promote. You know, like just sharing with them some Near coins. In exchange, they give a shout out to Near. Like same thing can be done with Telegram groups who are also like targeted to cryptocurrencies, or Reddit groups who are always like talking to similar topics. So yeah, we can just give them some little bribing, and they just will make the magic about Near. Another part is about bringing Near to business. Like maybe at the moment it's not so popular, but it's like getting really bigger and bigger. Like giving a chance for small businesses or services, like adding Near as a coin, as a chance to pay for their services. So and to make it maybe a little bit bigger, to ask them if they could share it on their, like, for example, like Facebook pages, to make a shout out on their email list to their clients, that, hey, now we accept like Near coins, and just use it. Like really good sample was made by Yana, aka Bananago. Like she's in Ukraine, and she's like already like pushing Near as a payment processing, as a chance for payments already. So this is like really like case study going from like online world offline. Another thing, onboarding artists with NFTs, so I don't know, like if you have like some painters about you, or you have some favorite musicians, or like whatever, some creative people, maybe just tell them that there's a thing called NFT, for those who don't know what it is, and bring them like using like same Near protocol. And like another big project that I'm working at right at the moment is creating a Wikipedia about Near. Bring like where people will be able to make posts, like make articles, to read, like to write about projects, the current projects that are happening on Near, like past projects, maybe about what partners Near protocol has. Also bringing to this, like imagine like wholly like one space where also like all of the news articles are archives are also possible. And was nice to see that marketing DAO on Sputnik is already available. So jump in, if you have like your favorite businesses, or if you have like your favorite YouTubers to share, that you want them to share about something about Near, just ask them for a partnership, for a proposal, post it on Marketing DAO, and yeah, I think like collaboration can be happened easily. And yeah, another thing, I wanted to start Guild Latvia, but you know, like I see here like 3 projects at the moment that I'm working with, so it's like maybe kind of too busy for a moment at now. But you know, like going besides about making promotion about, you know, like what's cryptocurrency, like how to use it. I've made like several, like tons of videos about it, you know, like in Russian and in Latvian, like in past month. But you know, I thought that a big idea, like a game changer, what, you know, like cryptocurrency can bring us, like what smart contracts and blockchain can give us, is like a chance to make this world a better place. But yeah, open democracy. In Latvia, we have like one really popular platform. It's called Manabals. Like in English, it's like My Voice.lv. It's really similar to, I hope you mostly heard about like change.com. So, for example, if there's an idea for people to make some changes in laws, they just collect like signatures. Sometimes those are 5 signatures or 10,000 signatures. And later on, they're kind of sent to our council's parliament. Yeah, it's called Saima in Latvia. And then, you know, like politicians in this parliament, like give a look, is this change worth or it's not? So it's like a good thing to push it over. And also those, like the organizers of this Manabals, they have like a different platform called Pārvai Pret. It's like basically translated as against, like it's yes or no, but it's like giving you 2 opportunities. Like just took a look at the website, and like at the moment the topic about, you know, what's hot. Like at the moment it's hot to ask like local people about should be like COVID vaccination mandatory, and you can like vote yes or no. So for those people, like to make this project grow and grow, it could be like easily connected to Near wallets, like for voters, giving just like sharing a small part of a coin. So from one side, it will give a case study, so they will just see what's cryptocurrency, know they would know like what is Near protocol, and from another side, this is like a huge giant opportunity to make, you know, like this critical mass of people who want to express their rights, you know, like getting this sort of deinstitutionalization like to another path. So yeah, but this is like, and maybe in 2 months we'll just start to speak with people, how interested they will be, and change their platform, like more connected to the Near blockchain. So yeah, kind of, I think that's it in general.
Love what you're doing, Edgar. I also shared the link to the documentation that you translated to Latvian, so I hope that helps to get some visibility as well. Keep up the good work, and I hope this is going to be working out to you. And I mean, we see each other in Sandbox as usual also. Perfect. Thank you for your presentation. The next person on deck was Jordan. I think you're already on stage, if I'm not wrong. Yeah.
Yes, I think I am. Can you hear me? I don't see my microphone.
Yeah, you're live.
Okay, great. And then share screen. I was most excited today to share the upcoming MetaBuild hackathon, and this is something where you're hearing it here first. Yesterday we made a few posts on the forum, but we got approval to run a hackathon. Actually, a series of hackathons. We'll be doing at least 2 this year, and we have a significant prize pool. We will be able to award up to $1 million in prizes paid out in Near. for this hackathon and the next one we're planning this year. So mark your calendars for August 27th through September 11th. I can't, if somebody said something, I don't know. But mark your calendars, and we are also looking for partners on the challenges. So you might notice that the webpage is a little bare bones right now, but we are collecting partnerships for all the challenges. So we're able to basically sponsor bounties or anything that you think would be cool to hack on. Reach out to us. It can be a guild that's sponsoring it. It can be a DApp that's sponsoring it. It can be an individual who's got a dream and wants to push an idea forward. Reach out to us to partner on these challenges. And then we're also doing what we're calling hack nodes. And everybody's hungry to hang out in real life again. And this is our way of making that happen. If you are interested in running a hack node for your city, we can cover the expenses for getting your space rented, some catering, etc. And also hack nodes can have their own bounties. So if you have like a geographically relevant hack that you want to present, and the people that hack on it could be local folks in your city, or it could be something you open up to the entire world. Please do get in touch. So on the forum, we have the links for being a partner on the challenges or partnering on spinning up a hack node. And yeah, get excited for meta build. That'll be fun to say for the next few months. And then one more fun announcement. We're working on a Punk du Jour 10K avatar template. We're still looking for help on this. If you're an artist and interested in rolling out your own 10K avatar project, get in touch and we can give you a preview of all this is coming together. And if you are a React or front-end developer, we're looking for help there for helping people customize this experience. And if you're interested in the smart contract side, we have the smart contract basically done, but help's always appreciated. So just a call to action. If you're into the idea of doing 10K avatars on Near, get in touch. And one more thing. Near Chan is coming. Little spoiler. All right. That's it for me.
Very good. Thank you, Jordan. There's always so much happening with you. Thank you for the update, and separate thanks for the music today, which is absolutely delightful.
My pleasure. Thank you for doing this. It's so fun when you do these.
Glad to hear that. All right, so we're closely to the end, and the last person to speak today is Ilya, who is also on stage already. So we're welcoming you here. How are you doing?
Hi, thanks. And I share screen.
Sure.
Select share screen. I present my share screen. I present my history about a few week. I participant on hackathon and implement a simple project DAO like as Sputnik, but at the moment I don't know how use Sputnik because I implement from scratch simple DAO. Now I show how work is it. This for just for info. It's simple contract and now I show how work it. I started separate instance on test network and add new instance DAO with one initial members, and as guest, I make sync in this DAO, and after it, I make propose for new member. I am it propose make some intro about me because it need for voting members. I make propose for new member DAO, and I wait voting current member. Just it DAO have help about is DAO, what is DAO, and optional intro how I make interact DAO without site website via console, and I use it for voting and approve my propose. Just for 5 actions. List members, list propose. It my propose. I just create it, and voting. Void approve, void reject, and I void voting for each propose as a member. You can hear me. You see my screen? Check.
Yeah, it's all there. It's all there.
Okay, thank you. I vote for propose as member. Yes, yes, transaction for proof. Now I member is DAO, and as a member is DAO, I make create propose for my idea and request fund for implement it, and for accept it my idea. All current members need propose 15% plus one voice. For accept it propose need only two voice. I accept, and I vote propose to second member. Yes. And propose accepted. I see it archive propose. It see transaction. It work. And it work beta testing for community crypto art Ukraine for it with him I join and implement it project on event hackathon. It's done. Sorry, my English. Done. That's it.
Thank you, Ilya. There is a question in the chat whether there is a web version or is it only on the local at the moment?
Yes, it version public link in chat I sent.
All right. Okay. Yes. Thank you. Thanks for your presentation.
And source code, open source.
Yeah. All right. Maybe you can also drop your contacts in the chat so people know how to reach out to you in case they want to collaborate or they have further questions. I think that would be very handy for everyone. And yeah, thanks for your pitch. That was interesting to see. Rebecca, you're back.
Okay.
Can you hear us okay?
I'm trying to pop in and out. I love air meat, but it hates me. Can you hear me okay?
We can.
Okay, so I have a horrible lag and delay, but hopefully this comes in through. And I'll just say, hi, everyone. Thank you so much for all your pitches and presentations. I'm going to drop a lot of links in the chat, but Sophia's gonna wrap things up because apparently my internet does not want me to. But so happy to have everyone here today.
Thank you. James, you wanted to step in for another second? You good
Yeah,
too?
air meat crashed on me. I was unavailable for a minute, but thank you to everyone who showed up. I'll be hanging out in the Sandbox table, that room after this presentation session ends. You can find me and we can talk about Sandcastle DAO, which I can give a brief overview if that's helpful. I know we're pushing time here, but I want to share at least a sneak peek of the visual for the NFT you will receive if you join the Sandcastle DAO by August 1st. So there is an NFT that will be minted for each council member of the Sandcastle DAO, representing your early adoption of this new approach for governance in the context of open web sandbox and beyond. So hopefully this can evolve into an ecosystem DAO, which represents a population of near. And it can be used for voting on polls, which are just like any proposal, but enabling on-chain, opinions to be shared rather than relying on the off-chain discussions to enact governance decisions. So we can be more direct with how we make decisions collectively. But the file I wanted to share, I'm pulling up right now. It's courtesy of our own Samtoshi F baby. So just wanted to give a shout out. I'm trying to Here, I think I'll just share my screen instead of, there's like an option to share a PDF. And I don't want to do that. Here is the NFT. There you go. And here is the DAO. So if you can see, this is where you will create a new proposal, add yourself to the council, replace, this will automatically be the account you sign into Sputnik DAO with, but you can change it to whatever account you want to propose adding to the council. You'll need to link a forum post, which is really easy. You can just link this forum post, which is about Sandcastle DAO. Or if you want, you can come down here and reply to just signal that you're interested in participating on the forum as well. So this can be used in your proposal if you want. There's a specific link. But that's all you need. You can write whatever you want here and then click continue. Anything, and then grab this link. Whatever. It can be whatever form link, honestly. And then 1/10 of a NIR is required to submit a proposal. That will be returned to your account if your proposal is approved. It's just kind of a spam prevention mechanism. And then once you hit continue, it'll take you to the NIR wallet, and that's where you submit your proposal. So if you click allow, then it will approve that proposal from your end, and it will be submitted. So then the council will vote. So right now we have 11 council members, and we need at least half, more than half really, if it's an even number. It needs more than exactly half to vote yes. And that's because the default voting policy is majority rule. I see we got a new proposal here from Star Pause. And as this grows, it will get harder and harder to add people to the council because we'll need more and more people to vote. And that's part of this experiment. So we're going to see how many people we can get into this DAO. And I've also created a mint-based store for the NFTs. So once we know how many people have joined, we'll have this Sandcastle store, and we'll go in here and mint the exact number of NFTs. I'll drop that file in here, and we'll add a split to go back to Sandcastle Sputnik DAO. And I've talked about this with Santoshi, and we're excited to invite more artists to participate in this onboarding experiment. It's kind of a way to introduce people to DAOs and NFTs at the same time. So if you're creative, then you'll learn about using Mintbase and even Paras too, through onboarding with NFT drops for the Sandcastle members. So you can basically introduce yourself to the NIR community by dropping an NFT, and we'll cover the minting cost, which is barely anything, but at least the store has ability to distribute royalties according to the DAO's bidding. So as we evolve this V1 Sputnik DAO into a V2 Sputnik DAO, you can imagine a lot more interesting dynamics at play. So I don't want to talk too much. We can take it to the tables, but that's my idea of Sandcastle. That's just my perspective. So I'm really open to seeing where it goes and learning from this experiment.
All right, perfect. Thank you, James, for this walk through the Sandcastle DAO. That's indeed our little experiment on how we can explore the functionalities. That's also a bit of a different way on how you can claim your NFT this time. So instead of Collabland, we're doing this way. So do not forget to create your proposal to the Sandcastle DAO. For the rest, I'm just wrapping up by saying that we're here to build and expand our network, to find interesting projects, to find different people. Join Sandbox on Discord. We're always there. So if you have any questions, reach out to us. There is a very friendly daily chat where you can ask whatever questions you have. And I would say thanks to our guest speakers, Marcelo, Jordan, for the music, and also community members attendees. That's been lovely to have you here. I hope you all enjoyed our little journey. And yeah, we will see you at the next party, which is planned for August. And the theme of it will be announced a bit later, I would say. So if you have the will to chat more, join us at the breakout tables after this session. And yeah, I see all of you online. Thank you very much for coming here.
Thanks, everyone.
This is so cool.
DJ Starpaws playing us out.
I really like this music. It's cool. It's cool.
Epic.